90%, write it down. 90% of business owners freeze in a recession. They freeze. You know why? They're doing too many things. They're not focused on the right things at the right time. Why? Because we're coming out of the COVID abundance where people wanted to do a million things. Well, I'm going to have a t-shirt making company, and I'm going to do a chiropractor company, and I'm going to be a housing mogul. And what happened is they juggled so many balls that in a abundant economy, the balls really don't fall because it's abundance. It keeps it up in the air. It's pretty fucking easy, to be blatant with you. You could throw a lot of ball, and there was a lot of money for you. You could go get money. So if a ball fell, you just go get some money and throw it at it. But when that went away, right? When that went away, now there's no money to throw the balls up in the air. So what are people doing? They freeze. The election, okay, 6 months leading up to the election was one of the greatest indicators that we were entering the ice age. Type in relate if you can relate to that. How many people were freezing on the election, waiting? What's going to happen? Like all of a sudden, after the election, the skies would open up and your bank account would fill up, your taxes would go down, your customers would buy in abundant. Well, really? Did you think that happened? I mean, there has to be a course correction. And consumer confidence, it's down 4 straight months right now. Consumer confidence. And when consumer confidence is down, they rent less Airbnbs, they use less Ubers, they vacation less, they buy less things, they fix things less. Unless you're a marketer and a great leader, then you know how to help them see that that's not the greatest decision. And CEOs today of companies are delaying hiring, spending, and scaling. One of the most foolish things that business owners can do right now is pull back on their marketing. Foolish mistake. Foolish mistake. If you stop watering the tree, did you guys ever, tell me in the chat bar, did you ever, like when I was a kid, hey Danny, when I was a kid, we planted sunflower plants, and you water it and you see it grow a little bit. But one day, if you keep watering it, you go outside and this sunflower plant is like 8 feet tall. And you say to yourself, how the hell did that happen? But I want you to imagine if the sunflower was in the heat, right? And you stopped watering it. It dies. It dies. And if you write a note down, if you're trying to get to the point where you want instant gratification, then guess what's going to happen? If you want instant gratification, you're going to pull back because you're not going to get it because you're frozen. So one, don't pull back on your marketing, because every time I stayed the path, it's just like the stock market. The number one thing anybody tells you about the stock market is what? Don't try to time the stock market, right? That's the lesson they tell you. If you try to get in and time the bottom and try to get out and time the top, you'll probably get a lesson. Who's ever had that lesson? Tell me in the chat bar. Me, I've had that lesson thinking I was Nostradamus. See if I could. I did a little bit of day trading. I was going in there putting some stops on those things. And one time I forgot, which was a good one. I forgot I bought Apple. It was a Thinkorswim, I think, platform. I forgot I bought Apple. And then like 9 months later, I said, oh shit, I checked the account. I made a lot of money. I took it out because I said, man, I wasn't even watching the thing. And that's why I said, you know what? Write this down. Double down on your core skill set and let an expert do the rest. Double down right now on your core skill set and let the expert do the rest. Now, does that mean be ignorant? No, it doesn't mean you should be not know what the hell a portfolio is or diversification. It doesn't mean that. It means if you know your superpower and you double down on that superpower, if it's leading, selling, building, marketing, if you double down on that and let everyone else do what you're not good at, you'll expand. Number two, don't get rid of people because of